All right, Gundam fans, welcome to episode 25 of the Gundam Explained podcast. I'm your host, Adam Blue, which each and every week I talk about Gundam, giant robots from Japan, because it is awesome. And that's really all it is, too. It's just a simple sentence like that, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, this week we're going to go over the mobile suit of the year. Yeah, that's right. It's still not yet a full week into the new year, at least for me. Maybe those listening, it is. So I think there's still time to do some stuff from 2021 because there were a few mobile suits that are brand new to the franchise, specifically UC Gundam that came out in 2021, and I'm going to talk a bit about them, and I'm going to pick what is the best, and I'm really curious what you guys think. Other than that, we're going to do a mailbag. I've got a package to open that I got from a viewer, and then what else are we going to get into? I don't know. There's just so much, but yeah, I guess we can start. Let me start by quickly switching back to this. Oh yeah, YouTube. So, I just cleared my throat. I know that's probably annoying for people that are listening. Look, everyone's getting COVID now, right? I went this whole time without it. It snuck up on my family. That's what made this, why I released that Banshee Robot Spirits video. That was actually one of my backup videos, just in case I was in a bind and couldn't do a recording, and luckily, all I had to do was edit it and send it up the pipes. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I thought that was a pretty cool look. It's a sweet mobile suit. And then I did that video, why MS Igloo is good. Because, yeah, you know what? I was a little better by then, but still a little under. And those are a little easier to do because I'm not talking for an hour straight like I might have to do tonight. But I've got I got a drink with me. It's got like ginger, turmeric, and lemon, is it? Yeah, it's quite refreshing. Excuse me, and hopefully that will kind of clear my vocal cords as I speak through this. So bear with me. There we go again. But yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you've got a virus. Gundam is still awesome. I mean, especially if you're sick and you have to lay in bed, you can just watch Gundam. I mean, Gundam doesn't take a sick day. It doesn't. But yeah, that's what's going on my channel. So subscribe if you haven't, because there is that giveaway. And so that's the other thing. So the giveaway I was going to do when I hit 800 subscribers, but I'm actually already past 700. So I think I'm going to hit 800 quicker than I expected. So then the next giveaway, if I get to 800 pretty fast, that means I might get to 900 fast, so I might wait until I get to 1,000, but it might be 900. Let's see. I don't want to wait too long, but I don't want to do it too quickly because then I'm going to be just spending money on Gunpla kits for other people, which I don't mind doing, but I want some of that for me, Which, speaking of the Moon Gundam that Robert got for me, thank you very much, that you've seen in the comments, that review will be going up shortly, the Moon Gundam Gunpla. And let me get to opening mail that I got. So this is from Santo Bell. If you haven't, go ahead and join the Discord. He's very active there and in the comments. And Discord's just really cool place to hang out. I'm actually going to show off some other artwork people have made that they've posted in the Discord. So feel free, join the Discord. There's a link in the description. And I've different channels where you can post different things if you'd like. But yeah, let's get started. So I already opened it. There were some things for the kiddos that was very kind. And already gave some to the youngest, but here's the package. It's a pretty hefty bag. Here is a Kirby, I think because of the focus, a little Kirby thing. I'm a video game fan. I don't know if this was expected to be given to the kids, but also a Nintendo fan as well. So this would be something I'd probably have hanging out by my Switch. Right now I have a little Mario by my Switch in the living room. And then it's a series of buildable Pokemon, which is awesome. And I've never been big into Pokemon, but I like building things, and my kids like Pokemon, and I already gave one to my son. He started putting it together. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, there was a Pikachu action figure, and then this as well. Okay, so it looks like it's a Pikachu where you like build a home for him, and it comes with a little Pikachu. Actually, let's open that up and see what's in there. Ah, very cool. It's a little angry-looking Pikachu. This would be a good guard here at my office desk, so no one, like the cat, disrupts it. And a piece of chewing gum, so some cool Japanese gum, right? As long as it was made in Japan, right? Otherwise, it's... who knows, but that's actually pretty cool. And it might not even be gum. It might be... it's just candy. That would be an interesting taste test, wouldn't it? I don't know if anyone else has gotten those or collects these, but there's a bunch of different ones in here, and that's... you know, it's pretty awesome because that's the type of stuff I keep around. Okay, so here's something that's cool. Gundam Markers. So we have a Gundam marker here. This is, it looks like it's got the thicker tip. It's the the XGM02. I haven't used this one yet, and I'm actually going to probably watch a video before I do. Like with my RX-78-2 Origin Gunpla review, you saw that I had that like ink thing that I use for the paneling, but I'm really wanting to use others. Now this, I've used this type before. This is like the kind of standard pen type. Extra fine tip marker. That's what that's called. And so this one is fine tip. So extra fine tip and fine tip. So it'll be fun to kind of mess around with those and see. Now, here is the star of the show. Now, there was another Pokemon and Pikachu I gave to my son, but here we go. Look at that. Is that upside down? Yeah. RGM 96X Jester from Unicorn. That is sick. That's a set I've always wanted to build. Very cool. And this is one of those where, obviously it shows by the packaging, having a whole bunch of them. And, you know, I've got, you can barely see it if I can put my hand there. Banshee, Unicorn, Kshatriya. That kind of goes there. So I'll be building this soon. Maybe I will test out using the panel lining markers on it to kind of get an idea of what they're like versus what I used for the RX-78-2. And then yeah, I'll do a video review. But thanks, Santo Bell. That was really awesome. Really pleasant surprise to get like you know, some Gunpla to build because I haven't in a while, and you got me hooked on that Gundam Breaker 3. Although I actually haven't been playing that. I've been playing the Surge too, but that's another podcast. So yeah, thanks very much. That was really awesome. And then let's see. You know, other things. Speaking of Gunpla, I actually got something else this week. I was just on Amazon, sometimes browsing. Gosh, then with that focus, and they had this cool. This is that escape pod, emergency pod. It's for the Advance of Zeta line. So this probably goes, it's like attachment parts for the Hazel. I'll probably mess around with that later, do a video. There's the instruction manual. It's pretty intense because it not only shows just how to build the pod, but it comes with other pieces, and it comes with different sets of instructions for how to do different combinations with different other Gunpla from that same lot. Excuse me. So that's going to be a lot of work. And yeah, I'll get to that eventually. And then another thing that I got this week, and I'm going to do a video on this, even though it's kind of simple. So it's just a little RX-78-2, but it lights up. There's a light inside that you could turn on. These you can get at Target. I mean, you can really buy them anywhere, but I found it at Target. $10. I'd seen it there for a while, just sitting there. And I was just looking, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab it, put it on my desk. Because sometimes I have weird things on my desk. Like, I hate to show this, but from Fortnite, not even Gundam related, it's a banana that's naked without its peel, and I gave it a skateboard. And yeah, just sometimes for while I'm working, just something to fiddle with. You know how it is. It's like a kid adult stress relief toy, right? Does that work? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's it for the stuff I got this week. Also that mailbag. So thanks again, Santo Bell, for that. And then also, you know, just thanks to Robert. He also had sent me something, and that's going to be a video. So there'll be videos of this stuff soon. So thanks for everyone for that. Yeah, let's move on. Let me jump back here. And again, feel free to send an email at Gundam to GundamExplain@gmail.com. Really, the idea is it can be a long form that I could just read out of just anything you want to talk about, how Gundam changed your life. Maybe you want to talk about some canon discrepancies. I love talking about canon, or anything else with Gundam. Especially if it's something that's outside of UC. So since I don't cover it a lot, and I know a lot of people like other stuff like Seed, Wing, Double O, After War, all this stuff. Yeah, just let me know. All right, so I'm gonna look at some fan art. So Robert, he has a different name on the Discord, and again, this is what's cool about the Discord. People jump in, show off their own artwork. This is like one of those Zoid type things, but he has a lot of original art, and he has sent me a lot, and I haven't shown it all yet. There was a previous video I showed some of it. He sent me some more. I plan to do that some more soon eventually. I'll get to it, I promise. But anyway, it's just cool to kind of look at this, and he has like this person here for scale. He even has the measurements of it, and then all of the different, cockpit goes here, anti-personnel, minigun bay. So like a lot of cool detail, just in general, of some of his creations, and he has a lot more too. That would be fun to post. And then some other stuff. We got a newer member, Psychotics. Now check this out. I thought this was really impressive. This was kind of his rendition of designing a Gundam helmet. Now it doesn't have the V-fin, so it could be that it's not a Gundam, but we saw some interesting concepts between MSO 8th Team and Thunderbolt, where there's that GM/Gundam look, but it could be a work in progress. I don't know. I love the detail, how we have the vents here on the side. You can tell the work that was put in this is very, very good and very well done. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then something else that showed up pretty cool, and this is from Santo Bell. He was messing around with a 3D program and created this gun. Now there's a name for it. What is it? Oh, the Strike Freedom. Yes, it's right there. Because again, I'm pretty sure that's Seed, right? Yeah, I haven't fully dived into Seed yet, but that looks awesome. And that's 3D render. I've always wanted to get into that. I haven't done that before. But yeah, feel free for anyone if you want to like throw in some artwork. I love to show that stuff off. I do that stuff myself. I just haven't lately, but I can see myself getting back into it. So I'd also like to contribute myself because I think it's fun to draw. I've used when I had the Note series of Samsung, I used to do that all the time. And then I got a tablet that I was using on a laptop. It was a work laptop. Then I got a new work laptop that didn't use it. I haven't really been drawing that much since. But let me take this real quick. All right. Okay, moving on. Okay, this came out of nowhere. Not really. I should assume by now with Gundam Battle Operation 2, the free-to-play game, PS4 and PS5, they are throwing out some awesome mobile shoots we usually don't expect because it's going later in the UC timeline. But look at this. It's a Sleeves Agira Zulu. So Sleeves, a faction of Neo Zeon, and with the sleeves you wonder, does that mean Sinanju? Then does that mean Unicorn? So there's a lot of potentials here with Gundam Battle Operation 2 coming up. And it's a $550 cost, so I think that range makes sense. Really cool. I love the way they make the grunt units look in Unicorn, and I don't have many of them at all. I don't have any at all. And they do have a Robot Spirits line of these. I'd love to get them, and they're not that pricey. But, I haven't played it in a while. Maybe I picked it back up not too long ago, a week ago, just to kind of go in and do some stuff. But it's a fun game. Yeah, so anyone else been playing it lately? I saw there was some more chatter about it. I think Zeonic Shadow's another new member that started talking about playing it. I think on his Twitter he was talking about it. Talking about having issues getting a match-made game, and I know what you mean. That sometimes that could be a pain. Yeah, so there's that. So next up, I want to talk about what is the best mobile suit of last year that's a brand new UC mobile suit. I've picked out a few here, but I might have missed something, and if I did, please let me know. I would love to actually gather, if I can, I do as much research as I can, right? I would love to have all the time in the world to do all the research I need to do to prepare for something. But sometimes I can only dedicate so much time to researching before I dedicate my time to stream, before I dedicate my time to record and upload. It's like that. But I think I found a good number of mobile suits, and I kind of cheated because using Hathaway, obviously that just came out last year. So there were some new ones. So number one, not really number one. Here's the first one. It's the FD0300 Gustav Karl Type 00. So for one, wow, that was incredibly small. This thing just looks sick. It's like, I don't know too much about the Gustav Karl. I've heard it, but it just looks like a beefed up GM, and I'm all down for that. Think of it like you had a whole platoon of GMs, right? And at the front lines, you had these Gustav Karls because they were beefier. They were the tanks. They were able to kind of take on the front line. I'm really digging that. What are some things about it? So it's got beam saber, beam rifle, Vulcan, and then 2-tube grenade launcher and bazooka. And, keep in mind, this could be, because we're already in Unicorn, this could eventually get into Gundam Battle Operation 2. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much in here. I think because it's brand new. It's a brand new mobile suit. So that's very cool. Curious what you guys think of that one. Another new one is the ME02R F01 Messer Type F01. And something else I want to bring up is, the Hathaway is based on the Hathaway's Flash novel. So it could be that a lot of these mobile suits have been mentioned, described in maybe some detail in the past. And so these aren't new. But I think in terms of the anime canon, these are new. So this one, okay, yeah, we were just, to go back, we were looking at the Gustav Karl, and this is what the Earth Federation Force, the Circe unit. And then if we look at the Messer, let's see. Oh, yeah, MAFD, of course. So that was MAFD. Neat that it's manufactured by Anaheim Electronics. I think they have a monopoly at this point anyway. So this one's cool. I like it, and I like how it talked about how it followed the line of the Gyaradoga and the Sazabi, and you could see that look there. Very cool look. Again, following the evolution of mobile suit design. Now, here's something that's super similar. It's the same thing, but I think there's extra thrusters put on the legs in order for it to have more hover capabilities. I think anything else about it? No, yeah, I guess not too much. Here's that model kit. Looks really cool. I want to say, wasn't that like a P Bandai thing, or was that the? Here we go. Oh, so maybe that looks cool. That looks great. I should pick something up like this. I don't know why I haven't. And then we see this down here now. FC. So I guess there's like a different variant. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just now it's in my head. I'm like, okay, now to buy Gunpla from everything possible from Hathaway's Flash, but gosh, one thing at a time. Another new one is this Type F. So this is the FC that we saw before, but this Type F. Let's see. What about this one? So the pilot of this one is Mafty. And let's see. Yeah, before he received the RX-105. Again, there's not too much about these. But yeah, that looks great. Look at that. Yeah, these are really cool looking designs, actually. It's just interesting because it's, and I don't know if there's any kind of explanation in the universe for this, because at this point, Anaheim Electronics is still, developing these mobile suits. And even though they're designed for whatever group is opposite the Earth Federation, but they do the designs based on kind of Xeon legacy designs, right? So why is that? Why is that? I'd like to dive deep more into that, unless it's just the creators are just doing that just to keep that Xeon and Earth Federation look when they're against each other. But I wonder if there's something that, like, did Hathaway, when forming MAFD and wanting to design their mobile suits, did he sympathize maybe in a way with Xeon and wanted to go with their designs? Is there something about a Xeon design over Earth Federation? Although it's funny because when you get between the Penelope in the Kasai Gundam and they are Gundams, they look similar, but that could be because they are Gundams. And maybe the Earth Federation look of a GM is just something that's specific for Earth Federation, so that Anaheim and, they have a lot of Xeonic sympathizers within, their preference is to design things that are reminiscent to the Xeon design. So I don't know if that rant made any sense, but let me know what you guys think, because I'm really curious about the design elements that we see. Because Anaheim pretty much designs everything anyway now. So why? Anyway. All right, here's another one. This is the RGM 89G Jagan Ground Type A Manhunter. So we've had the Jagan, the Jagan, and like with the Jester, like in Unicorn, there's like all the different types of those Earth Federation like evolutions of GMs, and Jagan was one that already existed. But what's cool about this Manhunter type is this was kind of like this like enforcer that existed on Earth, that was like, I guess, part of just enforcing the civilians around checking their residency, stuff like that. Very interesting concept. It had that little gunner seat that was down at the crotch piece of the Jagan. Now, not only did they have this type, but there was that firefighter type. And so I consider those two different mobile suits. Yeah, they had the one that had the backpack with the hose spraying down. So yeah, I'm curious. Oh, I wonder if, no, because it already showed that there's only two. Yeah, that was a cool shot in Hathaway when it was walking by. Okay, so we were just looking at new mobile suits of the year from Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway. That's like the most. Now, there's some other stuff that appeared, and there was actually a lot that came from the Code Fairy, Gundam Battle Operation 2 Code Fairy. What is interesting is there are characters from Code Fairy that existed in previous Gundam lore. I don't remember if it was this character. She's got a lot, but there is a lot in that video game, a lot of backstory. One of the characters, I think it could be Kelly, the main leader of the group, Noisy Fairy, that she was something that was written back in the 80s. Yeah, Killy. Okay, Killy. Let's see. I don't know, because there's really not a lot written here. But anyway, this suit this is a suit I think you primarily use in the story, and it's like a camphor, and really the camphor in Gundam Battle Operation 2 I think is OP. I mean, especially when I'm using it, I tend to kill and destroy. But in the single player, just using it is great. Just the way it's able to dodge around and the different weapons you can get into. But again, it's got some different design elements to it that make it not aligned to it exactly. And I think it changes in appearance as the story goes. I still need to... Oh, that's a really cool picture. Yeah, I feel like I need to do a video on Code Fairy, because I did complete it, and the story, it got more interesting as it went, and it does fill some behind the scenes or backstories to the 1 Year War, just like the MS Igloo stuff that I'm covering right now. Yeah, so that would be cool. And then here's this other one. So this is something from Mobile Suit Gundam UC Engage. They have a new mobile suit in here. And this was, okay, so there's two mobile weapons. The Gundam Development Test Number 0, Engage 0, which I don't know too much about, but I think Santo Bell does. And then I think someone, I found this. Look at this work of art. Now, this is fan art, but they took that design and added some of like the cost signature stylings. Now, a couple things looking at this is I don't know how true to proportions this is. So let me then pull this up. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what this new Gundam is. Gundam Engage mobile suit. Oh, spelled that wrong. Let's see. Okay, and so they've got a shot here, and that does look a little different than what this person is doing. So maybe that's not the best interpretation. It's close, because really with this, I'm seeing the strong ties to like the Victory Gundam. Really, just especially the feet. The later you see stuff when really this is supposed to look a little more like the GPO line of mobile suits is supposed to be, but also it has that the V-fin that's a little different that we see in I think it's Reconquista in G, or maybe another Gundam. I forget, because again, I haven't gotten too much outside of UC. But this is just an additional... is that official with this little skirt here going on? Okay, so even looking at this, it looks like there's two, unless one's a variation of the other, but the shoulders do look a little different. So I don't know if that would be considered two, or it's like... Yeah, it looks like that could... Unless that's supposed to be an RX-78 too, that's upgraded. I don't know, I'm just confusing myself even further, but let's just stick with the... this Engage 0. Okay, I'm starting to find more pictures of it. I don't know how much is fan art, but this one looks like it's legit here. Okay, while that's loading. Anyway, this one looks pretty cool. I would say that I wish they have more information on it. Like you can even see in the wiki, there's really nothing yet. And it's probably because there's really not much out there. And that's really what, okay, here we go. Here's another little screen. Let's see, zoom in on that. It just kind of has that more, it's interesting. It has elements of the GPO series, actually. I am seeing that. Especially where it comes to seeing like the inner frame, the darker spots, the black, the inner frame. But it has kind of more of that updated, rounded that you would see in the tip of my tongue has the name of the Gundam, but I can't figure it out, where the V-fin's kind of separated there. But it looks cool. Needs a model kit. Anyway, from that, I am curious what everyone thinks their favorite mobile suit is from 2021. Is there one that I am missing? And then maybe there's something from a series outside of Universal Century that's new. Especially there's that, Gundam Battlelog that has some cool suits. Although I kind of don't count that because that's mashing things together. That's still cool, though. I mean, I'm not saying I discount that, but in terms of UC, I'm going to say I like this. If I saw that there's a bunch of different model kits of something, I would probably get this, the Gustav Karl. That and maybe that Engage one, UC Engage, because I'm really curious about it. I hope we find out more about it soon. Especially just the English version of the game on mobile. Maybe I can be playing it. I don't know. I don't play a lot of mobile games. I don't see me having the time considering all the console and PC games I play. But anyway, that is yeah, that is that. Let me take a little sippy of the drink. Thank you. All right. Show them in the comments real quick. I'm going to engage the ocular enhancements. All right, so this is from my last podcast from Will Reed. Happy New Year. Way to end the year off with a banger podcast. Thank you. Looking forward to episode 25 next year. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. I like this from Zionic Shadow. Number one rule when making Gundam content, you do not mention G Savior. It does not exist in the community, LOL. And I put, well, I fell there, but I actually love G Savior. I have that video about it. It's underrated. And then, oh yeah, Zionic Shadow posted again about his Instagram, yeah, because he's down with GBO too. So yeah, if anyone else wants to play with Zionic Shadow, yeah, he's got a Twitter and Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, and that would be cool if we all got a game together. I think there's enough of us now where we can get a room. That sounded wrong, but Santo Bell, looking forward to a Rippa of a year to come. Happy New Year from Down Under, mate. Thank you. I don't know what a Rippa is. Who knows if that is just a mistyping or that's lingo from Down Under, but I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. And Gasai Gundam, Happy New Year. I love your content. Please keep it up. I wonder how many Operation V-based units were built on Site 7. If I'm not mistaken, there were 3 RX-78-1 units present, one of which was developed directly into the RX-78-2, while the other one was destroyed and developed into the RX-78-3 using the spare parts. The anime nor the novels never ever specify the exact number of Operation V units made. And that is a good question. And I wanted to look that up, and I didn't, so I'm doing it now. But to be honest, I don't remember if they talked, if it was in this. Okay. So each of the 3 mobile suits. Okay, difference between prototypes and mass production type. So the main differences of the prototype models from their. Okay, so that's interesting. I wonder if. Okay, so this makes sense what they're saying here, but that still doesn't answer your question. But this kind of gets us a little closer. They're talking about how we had the main prototypes that then developed into other ones. But yeah, I guess I wonder how many of the prototypes, because I know there's the RX-78, 2, 3, etc. So that would be something cool for me to look up, or if anyone else knows, let us know. But that's a good one. That's a good question, because I got him. Thank you. And Robert's back. So obviously you'll see a lot of comments from him. Talking about, yeah, Happy New Year. So thank you. And he posted on the giveaway. So yeah, be sure if you haven't yet, post it on that giveaway. Yeah, post a comment on that giveaway video. That way you can enter for it. Oh, and then the Happy New Year picture from Rubber Duck in Discord. Let's look at that again. I thought that was kind of funny. We see this RX-78-2 on top of a sick-ass Titans Mark II, and then, hey, what's in the background right there? That is awesome. Love the Advance of Zeta stuff. Let's go back. And then, Robert talking about his fan art. Yeah, so that's in the Discord. Truck-kun, who broke his V-fin. Yeah, but that happens. So many. You know what? Spoiler, but my Moon Gundam's V-fin broke super easily. But, oh well. Da boy, this is so wholesome. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah, that was that cool picture. I didn't even think about it because I had just finished watching this. And I want to say this is at the end credits of the last episode of 0080 War in the Pocket. I could have just grabbed that and been like, okay, here's something. But Will always coming in with the memes. He knows what's up. Also in Discord. So, hey, if you want to get some good Gundam memes, that's where you go. All right, Natum Portan. Congratulations on 600 plus subs. My collection has So many Gundam types, and it would be nice if I could add more Zeon Mono-Eye mobile suits like Dom, Gelgoog, and Gaian. Yeah, those are always great. Thanks for the comment. Great video. Oh, on my history of Zeon and Mobile Suit Gundam. Man, I would like to redo that now that I'm... And that's what will probably happen. I could see myself every year revisiting a video, adding extra information. But it's so nice to get nice comments like that. Oh, Santo Bell again. Finally, a Unishi that isn't a hand grenade of falling off panels. Love that claw, though. Adam, is it canon? Blue is back. Good to see. Mate, good to see. Double W fin. I had me a chuckle at that. Nicely done. Yeah, because that's the craziest V fin. It had to have been done sometime in Gundam, doing that over design, but it looks awesome. And yeah, you know, I have a few of those model kits of the unicorn types. I've had the Phoenix, the Banshee, and I have the real grade unicorn with the blue lights. Yeah, the green. Yeah. I think Perfect is blue. The Awakened is, yeah, anyway. And yeah, they can fall apart quite a bit. So having an action figure version that doesn't is pretty nice. Rod Lopper. Nice review. You should review more Tamashii Robot Spirits or Gundam Universe figures, and you got it. I definitely will be. There are so many more to come. Robert Westfall again. Just chatting there. Psychotic frames on there. Yep. Yeah, there's always nice commentary. So when you're done with my videos, check out the commentary. Robert's always in there. Asking about a wedding band. A little personal, but yeah, that is a wedding band. I guess if it's in the video, I'm throwing it out there. But video isn't... Oh, okay, who gets married in UC Gundam? Mirai and Bright, right? But anyone else? I think that's bigger in like the other Gundams, right? The boy, such an awesome figure. Yeah, it certainly is. So, Xavi Go. I don't know. But congrats to the winners. The HGBF build Strike Galaxy Cosmos is a design I think is often brushed over, but something I love. Let's look at that. Oh, I like that. All those fins on the back. Very cool. It reminds me of, I think it was that Gundam After War X that people keep bringing up. Like, it seems like you never hear anything bad about that Gundam After War X. But every once in a while, someone will say, this is secretly the best. So I got to watch it. And then, hey, here's the L. Are you a new type? Interesting video, and I agreed with many of your points. That's cool. Yeah, about the new type. Do need to do that part 2. Xonic Shadow, love that scene in Unicorn when you first see the Banshee. Yeah, it's very well done because you don't expect it, right? Although you knew something was going to happen with Marita Cruz. And you didn't expect it to happen when it did. And then it was kind of like that fight, right? Because it was almost like a 4-way battle, if you think about it, because it was the Unicorn. The Banshee was trying to capture the Unicorn. Riddy was in his Delta Plus still, trying to stop the Shamblo, but Benajar didn't want it to kill the pilot. Although I thought that was a little extreme, but I think because she was a new type, even if it's Cyber and he was a new type, there's that connection, so he could feel her and didn't want to end up killing her or something. And so then there's like this 4-way battle, like ends on one episode with that battle and begins on the next. It was, a good time. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Xonic Shadow. But Robert, speaking of Robert, posting again, get well soon, Adam. Oh, yeah, because getting sick. Lots of prayers. Thank you. Will Reed. Oh, yeah, this is on the MS Igloo one. I have been looking forward to your review of MS Igloo since you first mentioned it. This series feels very gritty, and it's really interesting to see the one-year war in Zeon's perspective. It's so cool to see some weapon testing we've never heard of. It helps build the lore and also shows the tenacity of Zeon standing up against the Earth Federation. You have to love an underdog story. And yeah, it is very well done. Like, I feel like if it wasn't done in that CGI and if they redid it today using the modern animation, the story would sell itself. Because, I mean, and it gets even cooler. I can't wait to start talking about some of the stuff happening in the later episodes. Some of the episodes, though, are a little weird, and I'll be doing videos about that, but I almost feel like it was using like metaphor or symbolism in a very strong way that almost seems off-putting, but because I don't know how canon. And I guess I forget what it's called. There's like this death lady. I don't know how canon that is, or if that's supposed to be just what, because people are dying. That's kind of like what you're seeing. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get into that when I do the video. Giant Shadow, I actually recommend this load of behind the scenes of the first and second Operation British in the Jormungand, but the best is when Shar and his team show up destroying the Federation fleet. And it's a good point because that's what's so cool about that first episode, because it's behind the scenes of, the operation, first and second Operation British, right? Of what was really going on alongside that when you hear about it from Mother Gundam. But then you're also seeing Shar and his fleet move in during the Battle of Loom. It's like you could watch that and then jump into the Gundam Origin Battle of Loom and then watch that. That would be a cool supercut. I need to think about that. But yeah, thanks, Yonic Shadow. That's a good one. Robert, again. I was commenting that someone got the first. Talking about how it's so that ship is Norse. That's what I figured. So I think the J is not supposed to be pronounced Jotunheim. J is always pronounced as a Y. Why? I'm joking. But thanks, Robert. Always there to help me with that pronunciation. And then El Oster, Stellar Collection. The Real Grade Zeta is sick. I'm 3 years in and a halfway done with my Zakaji Thunderbolt with a big gun. Oh, yeah, and I want to say you posted that in the Discord that you were working on that. So it'd be cool to see that completed. That is one I would love to get. I don't have that one yet. And I do actually have the Thunderbolt. I think I gave it to my youngest after I built it. Santo Bell, Igloo is underrated. Some of the scenes, while some scenes are very early CGI-ish, like all the perfectly lined up ships and some shots overall, I enjoyed watching that battle from a new angle and point of view. While the cannon didn't really get to shine, I wonder how many weapons were developed from the technology in the years to come. Yeah, that's what's really interesting. You really feel for them because the cannon didn't really get to shine, even though it was able to do a lot and it was capable. And it's. I even liked how that plasma was. If it got close enough to a ship, it was the electric current was still kind of picking it up. So that was interesting. All right, L again. A lot of Xeon Aces went down in this machine RIP. Sean Metadera, if I'm saying that right. But yeah, that's the guy in Thunderbolt. And that's the one he's building right now. Yeah. I've seen Zeta Gundam recently and thought it was great. Looking forward to watching this one off Blu-ray, of course. I got Gundam Thunderbolt on Blu-ray for Christmas, and it's nice to have my own copy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I sometimes feel for a lot of people, and it was harder for me too, because I got into Gundam, and I want to watch a lot of these shows, but they're not really streaming anywhere. And then the Blu-rays are expensive. I guess I could buy the DVD, but yeah, I guess I could buy the DVD. Why am I complaining? But you want to buy the Blu-ray because everything pretty much now is a Blu-ray player, right? But luckily there's sales often, so that's pretty good. The boy looking good. Oh yeah, that's the new. Yeah, let me show that real quick. I was just reorganizing my shelf behind me, and I have it's super saturated with the blue light there. It's probably my camera and the different light levels are probably totally throwing that out of whack. But I got some stuff up here, some of the Blu-rays, the books, and then some of the model kits and stuff, and the little action figures. Yeah, just for now, I kind of move things around often. Let's see. Oh, wait, did I get a new comment I didn't see? Nice setup. I'm thinking about pre-ordering that Rumble Off figure set. Yes. I have to. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, I was actually, Kakarot had a new video, 197. And while I've been eyeing it, I guess they're showing where they have now a release date for it. And that reminded me. But I went to go pre-order. I couldn't find it anymore. So if anyone... Oh, wait. I totally spelled that wrong. So if anyone knows where I can pre-order that, let me know. I checked a bunch of places. Yeah, because I have to. I already have all those other little guys. I want to get I have Char and Sayla already pre-ordered. Let's see. Where was I? Yeah, looking good on that. Okay. The Boy. I've yet to fully watch the Igloo series. I've only seen bits of the Hidden 1 Year War. The only one I watched full was Gravity of the Battlefront. I think that I'm going to watch it in my free time. And yes, some CGI scenes seem a little wonky, but it's not as bad as Berserk 2016 and its Clang. I don't know what that means. But maybe Clang is slang for cool. Okay, let's just go with that. But yeah, I guess it would be cool once I get into the other episodes to kind of, explain. Because really, I don't think it's that expensive to pick up MS Igloo. And I think I was trying to say earlier, and then I started talking about something else. Like Right Stuff Anime usually has some sales. Amazon usually has sales on the Blu-rays regularly. That's usually how I get them. I'll see if... And I'm really waiting to get... and I just didn't pick it up yet. I want to get the Victory Gundam because I do want to review that. See, I'm trying to get through the rest of UC, at least the first episode of Victory Gundam F91, because then I want to get to Turn A, because I haven't seen that yet. That's the only one I haven't seen. So... there's that. And you know what? I think, does that do it? Is there anything else to talk about? No, I think I should go. This has been fun, but also a little difficult because of the, sickness going around. Throat's dry. I'm tired, even though this is fun. Thanks everyone for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't I'm on all the podcast channels. If you want to go check it out there, please join the Discord. Email me some questions or comments. Leave some questions or comments on the Discord, some fan art. I mean, there's always a lot of stuff to talk about. I can't even wait as this year goes and there's more news to talk about. As you can see, there wasn't much news I don't really go through like clothing and merchandise, apparel or anything. But there's going to be some more news and I really can't wait for that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one and we'll talk later.